Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Okay. Welcome back to another live stream slash video. I figured that I'd just cover essentially all the news that we've heard so far about Ange Postecoglou and whether or not he's going to stay at Spurs or not. Obviously, as we all know, this Ange news has kind of dampened the mood on the whole trophy thing, man. Like, I was gassed. I was so pumped for the past week, the past weekend, and then Monday rolls around, and then we start hearing a whole bunch of news about how Levy is undecided. Levy, was not sure if he wants to keep Ange or not. Just a whole bunch of garbage and nonsense about whether or not Ange is going to stay. So, I'm here to break down all that we've heard. I did a whole video about how I think Ange should stay, so you should check it out. One of my latest videos, look on my channel on YouTube, CDO Spurs. But man, I really think that we just need to just discuss like all that we're seeing online. So I'm gonna go through Twitter or X. I'm gonna see what fans are saying, what people are saying. I'm gonna break down everything for you guys. So man, like there's just been so much news that have come out lately, and yeah, I'm just gonna break it down for you guys. So let's get right into it here. All right, so. Let me make sure my screen is. There you go. Okay, man. Like, I'm gonna start here. First of all, let's just type in hashtag Ange Postecoglou. Let's see what pops up, bro. Because there's been so much stuff going on. Can I filter like by newest? Maybe not, eh? Man. Screw it, let's just, maybe not do hash, let's just do Ange. Latest. There you go. Okay. So, as of right now, bro, wait, what is this? I gotta see this.
Ange Postecoglou is now a more accomplished manager than Mikel Arteta, and there's no arguing about it. One COVID-ridden FA Cup with another man's team, and then nothing for 5 years, and Big Ange comes into North London and said, you know what, I'll deliver a trophy in my second season. Everybody laughed, and the man's up there now getting his Europa League winners medal, and Spurs are going to be in the Champions League next season. United, on the other hand, well, they've just had their...
Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. Look at this happiness that Big Ange Postecoglou has brought to the fan base. This is why the vast majority want him to stay. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm seeing two... I'm seeing two sides to this whole thing. So it seems like more of the online fans are more edging to more like Ange out, whereas like the local fans who are match day going fans, they're all pretty much Ange in. So I'm really questioning, I guess, as to the whole, what's it called? I'm just really questioning the entire like, methodology behind like why online fans tend to be a little bit less, Ange in, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure, man. It's a weird phenomenon. It's a weird anomaly. But yeah, bro. Let me just check something. Wait, let me check. Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah, but yeah, man, I don't know, dude. It's very interesting. Ange Postecoglou is set to decide later today what bro. What the hell? Arsenal clears is crazy, bro. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. All right, my friend. We've had a more successful season than you, so have a good day, bro. Have a good day. I don't know. Like, I just don't understand like why we would want Ange out. But I feel like, let me not say that. I understand why we want Ange out, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. Like, bro, the emotions that this guy has given me in the past couple of days has been insane, bro. It's been insane. I've never felt so happy, let alone as a Spurs fan. But, as a fan of sports in general, bro. Like, genuinely. 17th, okay. Brother! We both are in Champions League, but only one of us has a trophy. And who's that? Tottenham! So we've had a more successful season than you. Have a good day, bro. Some of Spurs officials' biggest stars have thrown their support behind Ange, clearly imploring the club to keep the Australian manager. Yeah, man, that's another thing. Bro, his taxes have been shit all year, but he won us a trophy. He literally won us a trophy, bro. That's the big thing. The players back him. And this is what I say. I always say this. Like, if I was Daniel Levy, and this is so hard for me to make a decision, I would go to players like Heung-min Son. I would go to players like James Madison. I would go to players like Cuti Romero. I would ask these players, hey, what do you think I should do? Are you Ange in or Ange out? Like, are you going to play for the manager if I keep this manager? If they all say yes, it's simple. I'm not hating, by the way, Thomas Frank. Brother, I'm not taking Thomas. As of right now, if you would have asked me this question, like, legit a couple weeks ago, I would have taken Thomas Frank over Ange, yes. But now that I've seen how the players have reacted, now I've seen that we've actually won a trophy, I don't see how you can take Thomas Frank over Ange at this point. For me, I don't see how Thomas Frank is going to cope any better than Ange would in terms of managing Europe. I think if we didn't win the trophy and it was just the Premier League season, I'd lean more towards Thomas Frank because I think he can get us higher. But if we're managing Champions League and other competitions and the league, I don't see how Thomas Frank is going to be any better than Ange. I don't see how he's proven himself. I think in terms of Premier League, Frank would have been perfect, but in terms of like actually like competing all across all Europe, I don't see how Thomas Frank is going to be too much better than Ange. But yeah, I think if I was Daniel Levy, I would go to the players. I'd be like, hey guys, what do you think I should do? Because at the end of the day, the ones who are going to have to play for the manager are the players. So, if I am Daniel Levy, I'm going straight to who else? The players, and ask them, hey, do you want him sacked? Yes, no. If they say no, perfect, you keep him. If they say yes, then you sack him. Simple, bro. He parked the bus against a shit United side. Great, y'all won a ring. Great, don't get blindsided. Yeah, but it's more than that. It's the entire tournament. Like, if you watch the entire tournament as a whole, we looked amazing in that tournament. Straight up. It wasn't just the one game. But that shows that in big games, he has the ability to change it up. So the question now is, will he do that in the Premier League? That's what we got to figure out. And I do think he'll do that just because he knows from day one he'll be under pressure. So I think we'll have to adapt in the Premier League no matter what. No matter what. See what else here. Yeah, Ange Fal's clicking the see, I mean, bro, like, hey man, all I'm saying is all these managers here have had a better season than this manager. All I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying. Garbage teams, though. Bro, 4 of the teams that we've played are in the Champions League. What do you mean garbage teams? 4 of the teams that we have played are in the Champions League. They qualify for the Champions League. Ferencváros, Frankfurt, Bodo Glimt, and who was the other one? Galatasaray. Brother. Like, what do you mean? Me when I goon, when I... Hi, bro. Hi, Zach. This guy, man. But nah, man. Like, I don't know. Like, to just diminish what he did in Europa League is crazy. And as an Arsenal fan, too, brother, you've never even won the competition. So how can you even diminish it? Like, win it first and then talk. You know what I mean? Like, bro. Arnie Slot and some Ashkan National School off all 1 trophies in under 2 years at their clubs. Unlike one coach who spent 5. I mean, bro. This is just comical, bro. This is just comical. Yeah, bro. Let's keep going through this. Is there any, like... What has some of the ITKs said? Let's see. How do you spell this brother's name? How do you spell his name? How do you spell this brother's name, bro? That's not how you spell this brother's name again. How do you spell this brother's name? I can't remember how to spell his name. But yeah, I don't know, dude. And then we got the news of not W stream, no shout out to you, Zach. Those who share the same grind, there can be no hate. W. Not diminishing it, just stating my opinion. Well, I think your opinion needs to be rethink. Your opinion's wrong. Okay, like if you just look at the teams that are in the competition, there's some good teams in there. There's Champions League level teams in that competition, so I don't think you can just diminish it. I think it's definitely of lesser quality as it has been in the past. Maybe you can make that argument, but it's still a major trophy, bro. And like, as an Arsenal fan who hasn't won shit, I mean, bro, this is what you're dealing with, the bottle. So, well, we have this. You know what I mean? Um, like straight up, like Arsenal's sitting in the cuck chair right now, bro. That's all it really is. Like, your opinion is wrong. I'm dead. No, like it is. I mean, bro. Like, think before you speak, please. Um, Brian Hill and Manor Solomon will find a move away from Spurs after returning. Thank you. That's beautiful. I think it was James Ollie, actually. Maybe he might have posted something about Spurs here. Let me see if he said anything about Ange. I forgot who else that said something about Ange, bro. Wait, let me do this. I know I liked something here about Ange, bro. What was it? Bro, I'm actually such a hater, dude. I'm actually a hater, bro. Ain't no way. Where was it? Ange. Oh yeah, and then Romero also being linked to Ange staying or not. Like that's a huge thing, bro. Like our vice captain is saying if Ange goes, I'm leaving. That's massive, bro. That is absolutely massive, man. Like I don't think I don't say you can overlook that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know what we would do. There we go. Beautiful. Outsider Gold. Ange Postecoglou remains the full backing of the Tottenham dressing room. Bro, this is massive, man. If the dressing room believes in Ange, why would you sack him? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense, bro. Chicken. Hi, David, bro. This guy, man. But no, like, I don't understand. Like, this brother delivered us a trophy and you want to sack him, bro. Like, it's mental to me, brother. It's mental. It's insane. Like, I know the league has been bad and we finished 17th. But, bro, we have gone 17 years without a trophy, man. And this brother just gave me the happiest day of my life and we're going to sack him? I can't allow that, bro. Me personally, bro, if Levy sacks him, I'm booking a flight to London the next day, pulling up to his mansion, and having a very polite discussion with him. Will there be violence? I can't promise anything, bro. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any threats. But I will say that I will have a very strong discussion with Daniel Levy if he sacks Ange. We are champions, yes sir. We are Man United's father, yes sir. Bro, it just sucks because this whole like coach situation is kind of like picturing over a little bit of the win, which really sucks. But yeah, and like here you have James Madison. James Madison says Ange Postecoglou has given himself belief. He's a manager who always has success. His biggest strength is his self-belief in what he does, and he feeds off onto us. That's been installed into us. Like, bro, that was my biggest thing. Like, if you take Ange out of this dressing room, then you pretty much remove the morale that we've built up. Like, this is the first time in so damn long where we can actually push on and not just have to recycle managers, bro. Like, how long does the average Spurs manager last? Let's actually let's Google this, bro. I'm pretty sure the average Spurs manager lasts about like 18 months, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not wrong, but I'm pretty sure the average Spurs manager lasts about 18 months. How long does the average Tottenham Hotspur manager last at the club? Let's see. See what you're saying, ChatGPT. On average, Tottenham Hotspur appoints a new permanent manager approximately every 2 seasons since the inception of the Premier League in 1992. The club has had 6 seasons permanent manager tenure about 2 years. So, pretty much, Destiny 5, Koi, shout out to you, bro. Should I try a season of soccer? You hype it up and it looks pretty fun. Bro, listen. I used to, like, shit on soccer so much, but since I've gotten into it, bro, it's the funnest thing ever, man. It's so much fun. You should try it, dude. Try it. Okay, so The average tenure of a Tottenham Hotspur manager is approximately 2 seasons on average. I assume the longest one that brings that up is Pochettino. I mean, who have been Spurs' longest lasting managers? What the hell is this, bro? Let's see. So Bill Nicholson, bro, that's like dinosaur ages. Then Peter McWilliam, dinosaur ages even more. Keith Birkinshaw, of course. And then yeah, so it's been Pochettino, bro. It's been Pochettino, the longest lasting in the Premier League era. 5.5 years is the longest that he lasted. I mean, bro. So the average manager lasts 2 years. Ange is right on that. So pretty much it's up to us to decide whether or not we want to allow that to continue, or if we're just gonna keep sacking managers, bro. This is the first chance that we actually have at stability at this football club. So if we sack the manager, we're genuinely we're going back to ground zero. We're going back to stage one. If we sack the manager, bro. Like, yes, the league position is indefensible and inexcusable. I get that. I'm with you. But I always go back to this. And it kind of varies from fan to fan. It just depends what you're into. But if you were to ask me at the start of the season what my goal would be for this past season that just went by, I would have said, and most Spurs fans probably would have said this as well, I would have said Champions League and a trophy or Champions League. Some combination of those two. So by that metric, if you hold it to Ange did Champions League, he got us Champions League, and he got us a trophy. Now, did he get us Champions League in the conventional way? Well, no, he didn't. But he got us Champions League. He took a very Spursy way, I guess you could say, of getting us Champions League. So, by those barometers, like if Levy said to Ange at the start of the season, okay, we want you to get Champions League and a trophy, then if that's the metric, he hit it, bro. He hit it. And maybe I'm being a little bit disingenuous. Probably am. He didn't get top 4. He didn't get top 5, not even top 6. But he got us Champions League. He just took it in a different way. So, and whether you believe Ange or not, he admitted to saying that he pretty much threw the league to prioritize Europa League. And he said that he discussed this with the board. And with the board, I think he said that there was like a little bit of pushback on that. So that's kind of where Ange took the risk, and the gamble paid off. Ange is a crazy gambler, bro. He is an insane gambler, and I actually just posted a video about this, about how crazy of a gambler Ange actually is. And he's a better gambler than me, bro. Because I would never, ever walk into Spurs, let alone any club, but walk into Spurs and be like, yo, I always win in my second season. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's insane. If we sack Ange, what message are we sending to our future manager? Win us a major trophy, qualify for Champions League, and you get sacked? Exactly, Destiny 5. Exactly, bro. Exactly that. This is why I say, if you sack Ange, you're going to have a really tough time of getting another manager. Because the whole thing for Spurs was like, oh, we just need a manager to win us a trophy. He did that. So, you sack him, what message does that send to other managers? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. So, I just think that you have to... Obviously, it's not black and white. Like, it's a tough decision. I see the other perspective. I get why fans want him out. And that's why I say it kind of just depends of whether you're a league person or a trophy person. Because there's multiple fans who are just like, hey, I care about winning trophies. I don't care about the league. And there's people who are like, hey, I think that top 4 is almost as good as a trophy. It just kind of depends on where you're at. Ideally, we would want both, but let's be real. That's very hard to do, and Spurs are not a club that are capable of doing that at this moment in time. Ange, bro, ball is all about momentum. Exactly, says HMT. So, yeah. Like, forget all the second season stuff. If it was a League Cup, meh, but a European trophy especially. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it was a League Cup, I'd be like, yeah, thank you for the trophy, Ange. Thanks for the League Cup, but you gotta go. If it was an FA Cup, Okay, that's kind of different because we're beating Premier League teams. So that'd be a little bit different. I'd probably still keep him at that point too. But a major European trophy, dude, that's crazy to sack him over that. That's insane. And Champions League, yeah, exactly, Destiny. Like, bro, man, it's just such a annoying debate to even have because this is a period of time like where we should be the happiest as Spurs fans, and we're having this whole manager situation just loom over our heads, and it's just frustrating, bro. It's so annoying. Like we should just be celebrating in unity, and we've seen how good, how beautiful this club looks when we're in unison. Like that trophy, that parade, bro. Beautiful scenes, beautiful scenes, man. Honestly, so it's just it's annoying, bro. It's just so frustrating. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, what can you do? What can you do, bro? Like, I mean, look, bro. Like, look at Romero, man. Look at Romero. Without Ange, this would not be possible. Without Ange, this would not be possible. Not even Conte could win with us. Not even Conte. Pochettino couldn't do it. Mourinho couldn't do it. Like, oh, man. I feel like we'd be making a huge mistake if we sack him, bro. And, like, here's the thing. There's only a few managers that I would be okay with sacking Ange over. And I'll tell you them right now. There's two right now. Three. Xavi Hernandez. I would take Xavi Hernandez over Ange. That's my number one. Well, that's on the list, not number one. But I'd take Xavi Hernandez over Ange. Especially because he's really good at developing youth and managing youth. And I love the tiki-taka stuff. So I think Xavi Hernandez would be amazing. But the only thing with Xavi is he needs the backing of the board. He needs stars. He needs players. He can work with young kids, yes, but for him to push on, especially with our squad, he's going to need stars, bro. So that's the only thing. But I would take Xavi Hernandez over Ange. I would sack Ange for Xavi, 100%. The next manager I would take is Oliver Glasner. I would take Oliver Glasner over Ange. Just barely, though. For the sole reason of just because he won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace, bro. That's crazy. And then with Glasner, could come Eze, could come Mark Wehi, could come, well, yeah, that's the main two for me. But yeah, I would take Glasner over Ange. I think Glasner is an amazing coach. I think he'll get the best out of the players that he currently has. I don't think he needs a crazy backing. I think he'll get the best out of the squad. So that's why I'll take Glasner. And then, my last one, Inzaghi. Inzaghi, bro. Now this, brother, let me tell you something, bro. This guy right here, bro, I would move heaven and earth to get this brother into Spurs, bro. Oh my days. Listen, I'm Ange, but if this brother ever came to Spurs, Ange, bye-bye, bro. Big up, give me Ange every day. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Jacob. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man, listen. I'm Ange. But the three managers I would take: Glasner, Inzaghi, Xavi Hernandez. Those are the three, bro. Out of all those managers, bro, I'm Inzaghi's the big one, though. This brother, I'm telling you, bro, this brother could change everything, man. I don't know, bro. Inzaghi, nah, brother. Come on. I'm taking him, bro. I'm taking him for me. And for the sole reason of this guy is genuinely one of the best managers of getting the best out of what he's given. He's on a super strict budget at Inter Milan. He like, because I think the way Inter Milan runs their finances, they don't really sign a bunch of players. Like, they get like a bunch of players on freeze. And this brother has them in the Champions League final, bro. Like, that's insane. And I think Saudi Arabia is trying to make him like the most highest paid coach in world football if he would come to Saudi Pro League. So, no shame enjoying your car while admiring models more expensive, bro. And that's the other thing. Like, he's not coming to Spurs. Let's be real. He's not coming to Spurs. Like, come on, man. He ain't coming, bro. But yeah, the super big thing here is, oh, why'd it log me out? the super big thing here is that we have never had stability, bro. Like, look at this, man. The longest manager in the Premier League era has been obviously Maurizio Pochettino. This is our first chance to get proper stability, man. And we are gonna throw it away? Like, are you crazy? I don't know, dude. PNC says, hey, nice to see a Spurs fan up the Spurs fan. Shout out to you, PNC. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man. Fuck. It's just, come on, bro. Just give your head a shake, dude. You just gotta back Ange, please, man. Levy, bro. Like, and honestly, bro, if I were to make a bet, Destiny 5, hey, he's a star, man, waiting for the ball. He plays for Tottenham Hotspur, and he comes from Senegal. He's a star, man. If I were to place a bet on whether Levy sacks him or keeps him, I couldn't even tell you, bro. Like, because you can spin it both ways. Like, you could say that, okay, if he was going to get sacked, he would have been sacked by now. Or you can take it the other way where it's like, okay, like, if he was going to be, like, kept, he could have, it would have been announced by now. But we don't know. We literally don't know, bro. Levy needs to back him. Yeah, like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I need to make a poll or I want to see, like, a poll, bro. Let me ask ChatGPT. Based off of what you are, actually, it's based off of online data, are Spurs fans more Ange in or Ange out as of, what is it, May 28th, 2025? I don't know if it's going to be able to answer that, but let's see how good this thing is. Let's see. As of May 28th, the sentiment among Tottenham Hotspur fans regarding manager Ange Postecoglou is notably divided, of course. While his leadership led Spurs to a historic UEFA Europa League victory, securing their first major trophy in 17 years, the team's dismal 17th place finish in the Premier League has left many supporters questioning his overall effectiveness. Okay, blah blah, yap yap yap. Overall sentiment, the fan base is currently split. Fucking hell, bro, with a significant portion appreciating the European success and advocating for continuity, while others focus on domestic shortcomings and desire for change. The Europa League victory has certainly, well, yeah, bro. Even ChatGPT says it's 50-50, bro. I don't know. If Levy does not back him, I'd rather have oil money than Enoch. Yeah, but Levy's not leaving, though. That's the thing, bro. I was at the Brighton game, and when Levy's face came on the screen, everyone boo. Yeah, I heard it on TV, too. Like, from what I saw in that stadium after the Brighton game, it was unanimous, like, Ange in, bro. Bro, when Brighton scored the fourth goal, we started chanting, when the Spurs, dude. Like, if that doesn't show you that the fans are not behind the manager, then I don't know what will. And I think that's why Levy is having such a hard time, is because he was probably just expecting everyone just to be like, yo, man, get this brother out. But everyone's actually behind him for the most part. It's pretty split, but I'm seeing more people Ange in than Ange out. I've watched via Tottenham TV than a poll is more Ange in than Ange out. I've seen Last Word on Spurs do it, more Ange in than Ange out. Even Twitter polls, more Ange in than Ange out. It's close though, it's really close, but it's more Ange in than Ange out. The reality is that I think for Levy, I think his safest option is to make a decision like tomorrow and to pick Ange. Because the worst case scenario is that you just back Ange and he fails again. And then we go again. But if you sack him and the next manager doesn't perform, oh my gosh, bro. He might get ran out of London, bro. Genuinely. Because it would have been like, okay, like what if we would have kept Ange? You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather take the gamble and just stick with Ange and see what happens rather than just sacking him. It has to be Ange in. He deserves it at least till the winter transfer window. That's exactly what I'm saying, PNC. Like, worst case scenario, give him till winter. Give him till winter. The only thing with that is, like, okay, like, if you're going to back him then, you're giving him his players that he wants. So then you're committing the money to him. So it's kind of like, okay, do you really want to commit money to him? As an Australian, I hope he leaves, you guys, so he can coach the national team again. Oh, Jake, man. Nah, man. He's staying with us. He's staying with us, bro. He's staying with us. Thank you for the heart, PNC. Thank you so much, bro. Ange is on holiday. He's staying end of. Yeah, he is on holiday. PNC with a GG as well. 5 times. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Honestly, bro, you didn't even gotta donate. Like, I don't need donations, bro. Straight up, all I ask for, guys, simple. Very simple. All I ask for, pop on over to my, oh, wrong account. Pop on over to my, YouTube channel. Give me a subscribe. That's all I ask. I don't need donations. I don't need money, guys. I just need your support. So please, guys, do me a favor. Pop over to my YouTube channel and just subscribe. That's all I ask for. That's all I could ever ask for, man. Straight up. PNC again, bro. Shout out to you, dude. You're actually a legend, dude. You're a legend. My girlfriend wants a shout out, so shout out to my girlfriend. It's funny, bro. But yeah. Pretty much, I don't know. Like, Kate, let me just take the perspective from the other angle. Let me try to be Ange out. So if I was an Ange out, what would I say? So obviously it's a league position. It wasn't good enough. And here's the thing, like, I'm actually pretty, like, open-minded to, like, both sides. Like, I can get it. I get it why people are Ange out. I get it. Like, if you really look at it, let's start with the negatives. PNC just subscribed to your YouTube page. Thanks, PNC. Thank you so much. So, if you look at it as a whole, yes, Ange should have injuries, but if he adapted in the Europa League, why could he not adapt in the Premier League? That's what I would ask Ange. Bro said simp. Fuck you, Destiny, bro. Fuck you, man. Why did he not adapt in the Europa League? You know what I mean? Or in the Premier League, sorry. If he was able to drop the line, if he was able to play freaking 5 at the back, why did he not do that in the Premier League when we had less players? That's what I would ask Ange. And then I'd bring up the form as a whole throughout the entire time in the Premier League. The first 10 games of last season definitely propped up the standings a lot for our team. And then after that, we pretty much fell off a cliff. It was super inconsistent. In the last, like, 6-7 games of the season, I think we lost 5 or 6 games. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Thanks for the subscription, bro. I forgot I had that on. Holy shit, that scared me, bro. What the hell? PNC again, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah. I would say, like, if you look at the back end of last season, the last 5 or 6 games we were horrible. I think we lost, like, what? We lost so many games, bro. So, if you really look at the Premier League as a whole in terms of consistency and inconsistency, it's been pretty bad. I can't lie. Besides the first 10 games. Let's look at, like, our... How far back can we go? I could probably bring this back hella far. Actually, let's look at a longer list. Not you, bro. The sausage shouting out his girl. Brother. Did Vicario fall off, or was he just tired? I don't know what the hell happened to Vicario in the Premier League, because when he was in the Europa League, he looked fine. But I don't know what the hell. I don't know what happened to him in the Premier League, bro. I honestly don't. Let's see. Can I just see all of our matches that we played? Okay. Let's see here. How far back does this go? You know what? What's the better website for this? I should just go to the Premier League. Screw it. Let's go to the Premier League, bro. What am I doing? Little website. Because we can look at the seasons. Nope. Sure. Tables. Let's go last. Okay, so last season, if we go to Spurs, fixtures, Premier League. Well, why did I get rid of it? What the hell? The results? There we go. Beauty. Okay, let's go to last season. Because I want to clarify how bad we've been. Okay, let's bring it all back. Bring it all the way back. So, you have the first 10 games. Solid, crazy results. Freaking, we beat Liverpool. I don't know how we did that. Alright, I have to evaluate some staff members, but I look forward to your stuff. Hashtag Coys. Thank you so much, PNC. The goal is the goal in football is to win trophies regardless of league finish and serve back them. I agree. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying, like, it kind of depends where you are as a fan. Like, some fans are just like, okay, I want top four. I want high league finishes. That's it. Some fans are just like, I want trophies. I don't care what happens in the league. I'm somewhere like in the middle of that. Like, obviously league is important, but I prefer trophies over league, bro. That's just who I am. I don't know. I like, if you're telling me that we can win the FA Cup every single season and then finish like 7th, 8th, ninth, maybe not every season, but like if we can win FA Cups like every other year and do that, I'd be so happy, bro. I'd be so happy. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, the first 10 games, and then after that we pretty much fall off a cliff. So loss, draw, loss, beat Newcastle, beat Forest, beat Everton. So that's 3 in a row. Then loss, then we beat Bournemouth, then a draw, then another win. Maybe it's not that bad. Then a draw, then another win, then a loss, then another win, then another win. And then, I remember this Fulham game, bro. Holy smokes, dude. This Fulham game was miserable. One of the worst experiences under Ange I think I've ever had. This Fulham game was so freaking bad, man. But regardless, loss, win, draw, win, loss. And then we had like a super hard run here. We were just getting players back, I think, too. Loss, win, loss, win. Okay, so if you actually deep it, bro, it actually wasn't that bad besides the final, like 6 games of the season. Like, before that, we were actually pretty consistent. Had a bad stinker here, but win, draw, win. I mean, I think what we were knocking him for back then at this time was, like, he was beating the bottom teams. I think that's what we were knocking him for. Like, he's beating the teams that he should be beating. But, bro, that's what you have to do. Of course, a draw against Everton. And we had injuries at this time, too. They were just kind of coming back, like, around, like, this time area. Madison, I think, came back for this game. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Okay, shit, when you actually look at it like this, bro, maybe it wasn't that bad. Besides this final run, but, like, bro, look at who we're playing. Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea. Like, yeah, it's going to be tough, bro. And, of course, we wanted to lose this game, so I'm not going to count this. Like, we wanted to lose that. Son wanted to lose this, of course. I agree. Trophies are the objective of every season. Doesn't matter if you're second and have nothing. Like Arsenal. Exactly, Lewis. Exactly. Shit, dude. I don't know, man. Like, when you actually look at this, bro, it's not... His season wasn't bad. Damn. Maybe it's just recency bias, bro. Because when I'm looking at this, like, people make it out like we fall off a cliff the first season. Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first 10 games, but overall throughout the entire time, dude, we weren't horrible. Like, we had injuries. Okay, Chelsea game, we had injuries. I know for a fact we had major injuries against Wolves, major injuries against Villa, major injuries against City. We got a draw. Major injuries against West Ham. I still remember that. Against Newcastle, we still had major injuries there too. Same thing against Forest. Same thing against... Bro, through all of December, we had major injuries, and we got through it pretty well for the most part. And then in January, we started getting players back. I think we started to get Madison back. I think we got Van de Ven back. Yeah, we started to get players back around this time. So then, like, the form wasn't as great as we wanted it to be, but we were still getting wins. Had a stinker right there, but we're still getting wins, bro, getting points. And then the last final games, this is like where, like, we're like, okay, shit, like, this isn't good. But we still got to win against Burnley and Sheffield. Dude, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And we finished 5th. Which would have gotten us Champions League if it was this season. Interesting, bro. I don't think Ange is bad. Injuries killed our season. He needs to be back with big signings. Yeah, bro. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if anyone on YouTube has actually, like, looked at this past, like, his first season like this, but, bro, it wasn't that bad, dude. We definitely fell off. You have to admit that. But it wasn't as bad as I think that we were making it out to be, especially with all the injuries. And I hate to use the injury excuse, but it's a real excuse. We are so, and this is like where, like, this is the only reason why I get a little bit scared. We are so reliant on Van de Ven and Romero being fit. If Van de Ven and Romero are not starting games, I am generally scared of this team. That's the only part where I'm like, okay, Ange, you got to figure that out. You have to. Because if we have to rely on Van and Romero to win a game, I mean, then you can also say like how many teams would win a game without their top center backs. That's a fair debate too. Like if you take the starting center backs out of Arsenal, out of Liverpool, out of City, do they still get the amount of points that they get? Probably not. I mean, shit, bro. Hey, I'm trying to be as objective as I can. I'm looking at it from the other side. Honestly, bro, when you actually like sit back and look at it all, top 5 first season, Champions League and a trophy the next season. Objectively, he's the most successful manager in the Premier League era. He's good in my books, bro. He's good in my books. I don't know. Maybe I'm just still kind of emotional, but I just reviewed his first season. Like, dude, results alone, it wasn't as bad as we were making out to be, besides the final 6 games. But look at who we were playing. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. And then, of course, you have this season where, like, I don't even need to review this, bro. This was so bad. I think maybe the better thing would be to look at the lineups that we were fielding out and be like, okay, who's actually getting into these teams? Are the lineups here? Okay, so this was one of the few games like where we actually had Romero and Van de Ven and we still lost. Okay, I can't hold you, bro. This game should not have been lost. Shit. Yeah, this one was... Okay. This game would give me some concern. We should not have lost this game against Nottingham Forest. Porro, Spence, Van de Ven, Romero, Vicario, Kulusevski, Sarr, Bentancur. Yeah, bro. This should have been a win, bro. Should have been. That's bad on Ange. Wolves... Look, Romero, Davis, Spence, Gray, Basuma, Madison. Sorry. Yeah, he should be winning this too. I can't lie. Can't even hold you, but he should be winning this. Granted, though, Wolves were on a hot run during this time. Still, though, still should be winning, dude. I don't know, man. It's tricky, bro. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's honestly pretty tricky. What was the Leicester lineup? Because this one was actually so unbearable. What was our lineup for this one? Dragusin, Gray, Porro, Davis, Bergvall, Sarr, Bentancur, Son. That should be a win too. I can't hold you, bro. Fuck yeah. I guess when you actually look at this season, there's no defending it, dude. It's Sonny's wins. Even with the injuries, should have been wins. And yes, these players are being overplayed like crazy at the time. But come on, man. You can't beat Leicester. You figure it out, dude. Yeah, I can't lie. There's no defending Ange with this season. The Premier League was abysmal, bro. Yeah, there was hella injuries. So it's like, I think you can excuse it up to a point. But at this point, when we get Romero and Van de Ven back, and like we actually start rotating a little bit, I don't think there's any more excuses, dude. So that's definitely up for question. I think I'm going to hop off soon here, but I think what we got to do here, boys, is look at what our expectations were at the start of the season. If your expectation was top 4, i.e. Champions League, he didn't get top 4, but he got Champions League. If your expectation was a trophy, he did that and more. He won us our first major European trophy in God knows how long. So, by those barometers, he hit his objectives. He deserves to stay. He got the club an extra 100 and something million. We're in a Super Cup, which we could then win another trophy. This is his team, his squad. He built it. It's his to manage. It's his to lose. The players back him. Most of the fans back him. I back him. And if we sack him, who are we bringing in? We're not getting Inzaghi. If we get Inzaghi, freaking then do it. If we can get Inzaghi, do it. Glasner's staying at Crystal Palace. It's already confirmed. He's not leaving, he said. He's staying at Crystal Palace. So take what you want out of that. And Xavi Hernandez needs a bunch of backing for him to be successful. I don't think he's gonna get that at Spurs. Obviously not. So yeah, man. It's really just down to Xavi Hernandez and Inzaghi. Inzaghi's not coming. So by those barometers, I would say that you just keep Ange, bro, because I'm not taking freaking Areola, bro. It's not happening, dude. I'm not taking damn Areola, dude. I'm not taking Thomas Frank. Even though I like Thomas Frank, I'm not taking him over Ange at this point. If you would have said Thomas Frank a couple weeks ago, I would have said sure. But now that we've won it, and I've seen it with my own eyes, you cannot take out Ange for Frank, bro. It's not. I don't think it's gonna push us on. I'm not taking Areola. I'm not taking Frank. I'm not taking Marco Silva. I'm not taking Marco Silva over Ange, bro. What do you mean? That's not happening, bro. Yeah, man. Like, there's no options, dude. It's simple. Back the manager. Get him the players that he needs. No more kids. Get him proper stars. We need a fullback, probably a left back. We need a center back, left-sided center back. We need a striker. We need a right winger, maybe even a left winger if Son goes. And we need a defensive midfielder, so number 6. You could argue with a 10, but it's not a priority. So we need 6 big signings, at least. 4 of those have to be first 11 quality, or 3 at least have to be first 11 quality. Sonaldo says, you reckon Sane will be a good signing if he joins us? Dude. Sane is one of those ones where it's just like, is he past it? Is he past it? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't. Man, it's so tough. It's so tough. Number one, he's not going to come because of his wages. He's not taking that big of a... He's making 300 grand a week, dude. 300 grand a week. He's not coming. I don't think... Fuck, actually, let me look at his stats. Hold on. I don't know, dude. It's a tough one because he's, what, 29? He's, what, 29? Yeah, he's 29. He's going to be 30. I don't know. He's still going to be 29 for most of the season. 11 goals, 5 assists. To be fair, he walks right into a starting 11. He walks right in there. He makes us way better. He can play either side of the wing. If he takes a wage cut, I would take him. But 300 grand, not happening, dude. Do we pay 30 threat? No, not taking Tell. Listen, bro. I love Tell. I think he's fully poised. I love his personality. But unless we're going to get Tell for like 20 million, I'm not taking him, bro. I'm not taking him, dude. I am not taking Tell, dude. Sorry, not happening. We need to, now that we're in the Champions League, it's got to be better. Got to be aim way higher, dude. We are not taking Tell for more than 30. Not happening. Yeah, Sane. I'd probably take him. To be honest, I would. If we have Johnson starting with Sane off the bench, or Sane starting with Johnson off the bench, that's pretty good. I can't lie, that's pretty good. I'd probably take him. I'd take him. I would. Not at 300k a week, though. Definitely not, but I'd probably take him. It is experience with Sane and UCL experience. He also has a winning mentality. It's not, yeah, and that's another thing. Like, he's bringing in experience, winning mentality. These young kids need that, bro. We need it. I would take him. I think he offers more. Romero claimed he leaves if Ange goes. Is Romero gone? Yeah, if Ange leaves, I think Romero goes, to be honest. I think he does, especially since Romero has already publicly called out the board in the past about not being as ambitious. So I think if Ange goes, Romero goes 100%. Yeah, I would take Sane. I would. I think so. And now this is like where like I'm almost like debating too, because obviously as Spurs fans, we all would love Eze. I think Eze is my favorite Spurs player to not actually play for Spurs. I love Eze so freaking much, bro. But here's the thing. With Eze, there's no need for him right now. There's no need for Eze right now. I can't lie. Like, you could put him at the left wing, sure, but he's more of a midfielder, let's be real. He's way more of an attacking mid. He's gonna turn 27 soon. I mean, that's perfect. We need that age. 8 goals, 8 assists. He turned it up towards the end of the season here. Like, if you sign Eze, what happens to Kulusevski? What happens to Madison? Eze needs to start. If we're signing Eze, he's starting. I think Eze could be a good bench option. Nah, Eze needs to start, bro. Basuma can leave. Yeah, Basuma can leave. I agree. Is Eze more of your favorite non-Spurs player for Spurs over Dybala was? Yeah, bro. I loved Eze so much, dude. Like, I don't know what it is about Eze. I love his personality. I love the way he plays. Dude, he just feels like a Spurs player. It's like the same way that how James Madison was. Like, before we actually signed James Madison felt like a Spurs player. Eze feels the exact same thing. Like, I just feel like he's good with, like, he's friends with Madison, friends with Son, friends with all the boys. Like, dude, I love Eze, man. I think Eze, he's a Spurs player. But there's just no need for him. Like, because if you sign Eze, he has to start. He has to be in the starting 11. So you either drop Madison or you drop Son. Or you drop... you could drop Son for Eze. But he's not really much... He's more of an attacking mid than a left winger. He can play left wing. But in our system, not really. But in 2018, we were so close to getting Dybala. Yeah, I can't lie. I wasn't watching in 2018, though, bro. I wasn't watching in 2018, but... Dude, I think... Like... Because Eze likes to cut in. He doesn't like to... Can I get a heat map or something? Like, he likes to cut in. He doesn't like to hug the touchline. Like, if you make Eze hug the touchline, don't buy him. There's no point. Eze cannot hug the touchline, bro. I've been watching since 1998. Brother, I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born, bro. I wasn't even born, man. Holy smokes. Fair enough, though. Yeah, dude. Like, if you're going to make Eze hug the touchline, then don't buy him, dude. He's got to cut in. He's got to play in the middle. I love Eze, but there's no need for him, really. However, my GOAT, Cherokee, bro. Whew. This brother needs to come to Spurs ASAP. He should have been at Spurs yesterday, bro. And this is why I'm saying this whole manager BS is wasting our time, dude. This is wasting our time. This brother needs to be at Spurs, man. He needs to be here since yesterday. He is the most Ange winger I've ever seen. And he can play in the 10. And apparently up top too, which is crazy. But, dude, you have either Johnson coming off the bench or you have Cherokee coming off the bench. That's quality, bro. That's quality. That is quality, man. I love this guy so much, dude. He reminds me of, like, the old, like, how the game used to be played. I love this brother so much, dude. The only thing is that, he's 21. Like, it's not like... He's young, but it's not, like, experienced. But, bro, I think he's good. With Palace winning silverware and getting Europe, keeps Eze at Palace. Yeah, I think so. I think it could, but I don't know. It kind of just depends. But probably. I think they'd be reluctant to sell now, to be honest. But yeah, bro, Cherokee is definitely up there for me. That needs to happen. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. But overall, dude, removing Ange from this... Oh, hold on. Let me show my screen. Removing Ange from this situation is honestly, like... How can you do it, bro? How could you do it? How could you freaking do it, bro? Ange brought us all this joy, all this happiness, all the success. All these players have openly said that they are all behind him and they want him to stay. Well, not all of them, but like most of them said that they want him to stay. You got Pedro Porro posting his first photo was with Ange. You got Romero saying, this is the path forward. We must continue. These players are behind him. Keep the manager, bro. It's simple. Daniel Levy, this is all you got to do, bro. You open up your phone. You dial all these players. You dial them. Hey, son. What are you thinking? Should I sack Ange or no? Will you play for this manager if I keep him? Son? Yes, I will. Okay, sweet. Next, Romero. Hey, Romero. If I sack Ange, will you leave? Yes, I will leave. Okay, so if I keep him, you're going to stay? Yes. All right, sounds good. Madison. Hey, Madison. Do you want Ange to stay? Yes. Okay. Hey Johnson, do you want Ange to stay? Yes. Okay. Hey Gray, do you want Ange to stay? Yes. Okay. Hey Bergvall, do you want Ange to stay? Yes. Okay. It's simple. It's simple. It's so simple, bro. Fuck all the media. Screw all the background noise, bro. What do the players want? They want us a trophy. Humor the players. Honor the players. What do they want? If the players want Ange to stay, he stays. If they want him to go, I'm good with that. If the players don't want him, I'm good. I'm straight, bro. I'm good. But if they want him to stay, Daniel Levy, you cannot sack him. You can't sack him if the players want him to stay. It's simple. The longer this takes, the more we risk us not pushing on next season. Arsenal are making moves. Man City's making moves. Liverpool's making moves. United's making moves. And United lost to us. Listen, Manchester United literally just lost to us in the Europa League final. And they've already signed Cunha. What? Bro, we're falling behind already. Ange said this is a huge pivotal moment for us in the club. Every passing day that goes by, we're falling behind. We need to sign players. We got offered Sane. Cherky's available. Hell, pitch Eze right now. Like, dude, we got to start making moves. We have Johnny Cardozo who's willing to come to us. Jonathan David. I think he's going to Napoli now, though. But he's still there on a free. What are we doing, Levy? What are we doing? Make a decision. Stick to it and do the right thing. If you're going to sack him, okay, sack him now. Don't wait a month. Don't wait a week. Sack him yesterday. If you're going to keep him, let us know and let's plan out our season going forward. If you're going to sack Ange, have someone ready to go right away. But if you have no one ready to go, then do not sack him. It's simple. Levy, the longer you take, the more you're hurting the next manager, the more you're hurting Ange. No matter which way you look at it, the longer you take, the worse it's just going to be for both sides of the argument. That's reality. So we got to start moving, bro. We got to start moving. Man. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream/video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Ange in or Ange out? To me, it's just simple. What were your objectives at the start of the season? Was it Champions League and a trophy? If yes, Ange stays. Was it Champions League? If yes, Ange stays. Was it a trophy? If yes, Ange stays. Next thing, what do the players want? If the players want him in, he stays. If the players want him out, he goes. Super simple. And a conversation, it's done. It doesn't need to drag on. Let's just get it done. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you